things that I struggle with is kicking the lesser things out of the way and getting to the more important stuff of my day. Is there anything that I can do to kind of make myself more apt to do the things that I need to do instead of the things that I want to do? That's a big conflict to me, and I'm sure it's a big conflict for some of our viewers.
Well, again, I think, by making that list of the things that are most important and having some personal discipline about it, being honest with yourself that these are the things I want to accomplish. And when those items come up, you stay true to what your intentions are, and you're less likely to sway by, the fellas calling you up and wanting you to come out and play a game of softball, which is a wonderful thing to do. But if you have more important things to do and you know it, you can make that decision in the moment. See, what happens is the guys call you and, hey, Brian, come on over. We're going to play some softball. And you feel like you have to make a decision right then. So that decision is based on only what you have in your brain. What information you have about your schedule in your brain. And if you're not ready, then you're going to say, oh, sure, or oh, no, whatever, based on limited information. But by staying disciplined with your system, and again, Brian, it doesn't have to be anything complicated. We're talking paper and pencil here.
Sure.
But now, as you become busier and busier, and you just mentioned you have a personal business as well as being a full-time student here, and I realize that means you're a busy man. You may need additional resources than just paper and pencil. For example, I now keep my calendar and my to-do items and that sort of thing on my cell phone. Even your basic cell phones today have that basic functionality of putting stuff into a calendar and to-do list, and it stays with me wherever I go. I also use Google's calendar and their tasks and Gmail. I love the whole Google array of products that they have. They help keep me organized. The calendar is fantastic. I have a printout here of my calendar for the months of March and April and May, and I have it down by month. It allowed me to look at this week only, my agenda for the next couple of days, that sort of thing. And not only do I have one calendar, I have all my employees' calendars here too. So, as a supervisor, that allows me to really manage not only my time, but that of my employees as well. So that's something as a business owner you may want to consider. The wonderful thing about an online calendar is wherever you go that you have internet access, you have your calendar. And I go back to my cell phone, it also synchronizes back and forth so that I have current information. Even if I'm not on the internet, I have my phone with me and I can access my calendar and the things that I need to do.
That's a definite thing that we definitely endorse here at Help Desk Live. Better life through technology. And
absolutely.
There's a thing that students have already that they might not be aware of to do that. If they're not apt for Google Calendar in their machines, if they have a Microsoft machine, Office Outlook already has that stuff built into it. So that's something else that you guys, if you have Office Outlook, you might want to check that out. It's easier to schedule yourself around that, and you also have Google as well. That's some good advice.
Well, but also I think I would be remiss if I didn't mention that, our Live at EDU offerings that we give to our students. You have email, you have 25 gigabytes of storage in that thing, but it also has a calendar and a to-do list and those sorts of things in that. And every Southern student has access to the Live at EDU offerings through their email that the college gives them.
That was episode 5, and if you guys haven't done that yet, check out episode 5. We'll show you students how you do that. Mac Thompson did a great job of explaining to us how it is that we set that up. So check out episode 5 to set that up, and that was a good point. I'd forgotten about that.
And Brian, I realize we're coming to the end of our time, so let me jump ahead for you because we do have students who are so busy. We have students doing so many different things besides just college. So one of the things I want to do is I want to plug a book, and I get no royalties off of this, okay?
That was my next question.
Right. But now, as you become busier and busier, you know, you have information coming in from so many different areas, you really have to have a good system, okay? I recommend Getting Things Done by David Allen, and this truly is a business person's approach to, one, reducing stress, because once all those things starts piling up on you, you become stressed with all these things that you have to do. And there's a real focus on keeping stress-free by having all your systems working together. And I'm not going to go through the book. Read the book. There's a lot of good videos online that, you know, all you have to do is type Getting Things Done into Google, and you'll get much more than you ever wanted. But it truly is a system for very busy people who have lots of things to manage and a way of getting it all done. Okay, so I encourage you, if you have time, check this out, and it'll help you with your personal and professional life.
That sounds absolutely awesome to me. But that's all the time we have for this episode, guys. We're going to go ahead and check out here. So for Darrell Taylor, and by the way, thank you for coming on to the show today. It's been my pleasure to have you on.
Thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it.
So for Darrell Taylor, I'm Brian Bazin. We'll see you later.